Hey guys, Prepared Mentality here. I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys are doing well. I just want to talk a little bit about what happened over this past weekend with these storms and tornadoes. It was a rough one. I want to give you some detail on it just so we can go over a little bit. At least 33 people were killed as a tornado outbreak slashed across the South Sunday through Monday morning. Destroyed hundreds of homes and businesses, and leaving numerous towns with widespread severe damage. There were more than 60 reports of tornadoes this weekend. Well, this past weekend, I should say. As you know, we all were celebrating our Easter Sunday. It tore through Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and in the Carolinas to Tennessee. To go into more detail, powerful storms ripped through the state overnight with at least 9 fatalities in South Carolina, at least 7 fatalities in Murray County on the Georgia borderline of Tennessee and Georgia. In Lexington, North Carolina, one woman lost her life as a tree fell into her bedroom. At least 20 people had been taken to the hospital, and more than 150 structures were damaged and destroyed in Hamilton County in Tennessee. In Mississippi, their emergency management agency confirmed at least 11 fatalities. This one woman explains in the report all she had was her arms to put over her son and her mother-in-law. That speaks numbers. In Jefferson County, Arkansas, a person also lost their life as a tree fell on their home. There were dozens of buildings damaged in the North Alabama city of Boaz on Sunday. Boaz police chief said that more than 50 homes and buildings were affected in his area. About 300 homes were damaged and destroyed in Monroe, Louisiana. Trees were down, knocked out power lines in multiple areas in Louisiana. So, as you can see, guys, this storm hit all up and down the southeast coast. So it is very, very tragic. We send our prayers to the people who lost their lives this past weekend. It's definitely hard. It's definitely a tough deal when you have a storm and you're not prepared. And that's what we're here to do at Prepared Mentality, is to prepare you guys for these sorts of things. Power outages, flooding, trees being knocked down. These things happen all the time. And I know some people say, that tornadoes don't happen. They only happen in the Midwest. That is totally false. Tornado can happen anywhere, basically. As we can see, it hit Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, the Carolinas. It can hit anywhere. So you guys have to be prepared for this stuff, and that's what this is about. Again, when we prepare for tornadoes or hurricanes or these type of events, we're thinking about what could happen to our families, what can happen to the structure of our homes where we live. And in the event of a tornado, if you get signs that, this thing's going to be bad, the best thing to do is just get out of Dodge. I know that's sacrificing your home and all your valuable goods, but that's what we have an emergency kit for. Emergency kit to store all your essential items that you would need, cash, your car keys, extra paperwork, licenses, ID, perishable food items so you guys can take it on the road with you guys. But in these cases, the best case scenario is to get out of Dodge when you know there's going to be something coming your way into your county, to your home. That's the best thing, because it's gonna be impossible to not have fatalities in these situations, because we have homeless, we have elderly, We have people who just don't prepare and don't have our mindset. And then we have people who are just getting into preparedness and preparing for natural disasters. But again, guys, there's definitely some things that have to be brought to the table when we are going through these disasters. And a lot of people get what is a warning and what is a watch. A tornado watch is, there could be a tornado in the area, in the clouds, we see it, it could happen. So we're just watching out to see what happens with the storm. A tornado warning means the tornado has touched down. Somebody has actually seen a tornado. The weather report is saying that they've seen a tornado, or emergency management or 911, they've seen or heard that somebody has detected an actual tornado that hits the ground. So those are the two differences. A lot of people get those two confused. And also monitor your phones. These devices, these are computers in our hands. We get weather reports all the time. What I do with my county is I get emergency alerts specifically from my county. I also get state alerts, but specifically for my county, I am registered to get severe weather alerts or any other hazards that may happen in my area. Your county should have the same things. If you don't have that, you can also get an app for FEMA. FEMA has an emergency management app where they send out notifications. You can actually pick out the notifications that you want to get on the FEMA app, but that's a very good resource as well. But again, guys, just things to think about. Just think about your preparedness. Think about your emergency kit. Think about what's in it. Do some drills. What if? What's going to happen? And another important thing is have another contact outside of your county or outside of your state. A family member, a friend, somewhere where you can go to get out of dodge of a storm. This also applies for hurricanes, because tornado and hurricanes, they have about the same amount of damage sometimes. But definitely have an outside contact that you can at least go to their house, or you can tell them where you are, or if you're staying in, they know. Because a lot of times we get people who don't have an emergency contact, and then they become a fatality, and those things happen. So just some things to think about, guys. Tornadoes are horrible. Again, condolences to the family who have lost family members this past weekend. And again, this social distancing thing is hard when you have a tornado or a hurricane, because when you have a tornado, you want to get somewhere safe with a lot of people. If it's a safe zone in a bunker or a tornado shelter, you're in there with a lot of people, and you don't know what might happen. Your neighbor might come with you into the bunker or the tornado shelter, or somebody you see out on the street, and so these things happen. So it's very hard for social distancing to happen in that way. But at least we try the best we can to prepare for these things. But again, guys, things to look out for. Know what a tornado warning is, and know what a tornado watch is, and get notifications on your phone. The best resource ever in modern day right now. Get those notifications. Monitor your storms. These things will happen and continue to happen. So don't be naive that these things are just once in a lifetime. No, these things come and go every year. So that's what we prepare for these things. Every year they come and they go. No matter what. So it's not that you're just prepping or you're gathering all the supplies for nothing. There's a reason, because people are losing their lives over natural disasters and other things that we're gonna cover as well. So guys, I hope that gets your thoughts thinking and getting your gears going, and also your thoughts and your mind process. The mentality part is important, because when disaster strikes, you have to be ready mentally, and that will get a lot of people in a phase, the mental part. So again, guys, I just hope you guys are safe. Hope you guys are healthy. Stay blessed. It's Prepare Mentality.